Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday afternoon. In today's video, we'll be doing a acrylic overlay on my client's natural nails. These were a bit longer. They were almond, and I thought the camera was recording, but it wasn't. So you guys did not get to see the cut down portion of this video. Here I'm using my tungsten removal bit in a medium grit to take off all the acrylic off her natural nails. We are leaving the rubber base underneath. And if you are new here, I do use a rubber base on my acrylic clients as well. If you happen to give this method a try, you could always use a lint-free wipe soaked with alcohol to wipe off the inhibition layer off the nail plate and then go straight in with your bead of acrylic. Her nails are so nice and strong. She wasn't too happy about the cut down, but I reassured her that when she comes back in, we could go ahead and extend her nails using forms, paper forms. So she should be fine. I did not record this rainbow design, but I did post it on my Instagram and my TikTok. So I need to record a tutorial for this set. Guys, I said I was going to stop saying that I'm tired. I am too busy and I don't have control over what's going on right now. I am going with the flow of things. But I do want to continue to stay consistent and post here on YouTube, because when I am done with school, the videos will be back to back, all the lives. I want to have a schedule for you guys planned out where I am live in action, where I have my tutorials for whatever set it is that I'm doing. And don't shy away from sharing all my work, whether it's just a basic acrylic overlay, hard gel, because I do it all. And I love what I do. So, yeah. I just wanted to let you guys know that your girl is coming back. I'm coming back. I am just letting life do its thing right now, and I'm living in it. Okay, I'm living in it. I'm not gonna fuss with it. I'm just going with the flow. So I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. It's cold again here, but it is what it is. We may get a little snow. I don't know, but yeah, I used my cuticle pusher to push our cuticles back. Now I'm going in with my medium barrel bit to exfoliate that new growth area as well as her sidewalls without piercing her sinuses. Sometimes the sidewalls can look so compact with dead skin that we want to get it all, but it's okay. Just brush the nails in between, making sure it is clean and no dead skin is on her nail plate. Once we're done with prep application, once we're done with prep, we could rehydrate the nail plate and the sidewalls using cuticle oil, shield scrub, and of course, her aftercare after services is absolutely necessary. I can't stress this enough. Use your cuticle oil, guys. Use your cuticle oil as the only thing, especially when you're cleaning and using all these chemicals. It is very drying. Even with using gloves, once you're done, wash your hand thoroughly and rehydrate those nails. So yeah, here I'm using my bit in a reverse motion and I'm applying little to no pressure. I get these bits off Amazon and I get like a pack of, if it's not four, it's six. And I stay stocked up on them, as well as these cuticle ball bits. I get them in a pack of 4 or 6 too, and I stay stocked up on them. I change them out every 3 to 4 months at a time if need be. Depending on what I'm using them for, I use a set for pedicure and I have a set for my fingers, my nail clients. So yeah, I don't have any problem using them and they're pretty affordable, and it's easy for us to just go ahead and replace them when need be. Here I'm going in with a 240 grit sanding band over the entire nail. I am not touching the cuticle area that I just prepped. It's not needed. I'm making sure I'm going in light tapping motions all over the nail. We still have rubber base on her nails. You can tell from the dust flaking up on her nail that she still has product on. It's just not as visible as an overlay. So after we're done with this, I'll go straight in with alcohol and acetone that I like to use, and I'll prep the natural nails before going in with my young nail protein bond. then my gel bottle rubber base over her entire nails. She'll cure for 60 to 90 seconds, and we go straight in with our acrylic application. Alright guys, so here I'm going in with my first bead of acrylic, and I created a slip layer by dipping my brush in the monomer and then go over our entire nails. After I place my first bead, place it closest to the cuticle, allowing it to glide down the entire nail. Then I use the middle of my brush to dry it out just a little bit to make sure I could control the sidewalls, making sure it's not flooding the sidewalls, I should say. And then I'm using the tip of my brush to control the free edge. Now, she did want them a little bit longer, but I did not advise it. I just feel like she's going to chip her nails, and I don't want that. So I'm using the rest of the product because I am going to file her natural nails from underneath. If you guys have watched any of my acrylic videos, you guys know I like to apply a little bit more on the free edge, and then I'll go ahead and file the natural nails from underneath where I don't have any separation or risk the chances of them using the tip of their nails as tools, as they always do, and separate the natural nails from the acrylic. So this is what I like to do. You don't have to do it this way. You could go in with your bead of acrylic. Once you get to your free edge, you could use the middle of your brush to cut the excess product off, wipe it off on a paper towel, and go about your day with the next finger. So this is how I like to do it, and you guys will get to see me refile the file the free edge of the nail, and make it look as natural as possible. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So here I'm going in with my third bead, and if you notice, when I applied my bead, I make sure to thin the cuticle bead out just a little bit, wipe my brush off, went back in and pushed the product closest to the cuticle. Then I'm using the middle of my brush to dry the monomer out, and then I go ahead and make sure the sidewalls are not flooded, and I'm using the side of my brush to take the product back up to the free edge of the nail, making sure I'm keeping the natural shape of her nail bed. And then we're going to repeat the process on all 10 of our nails. I like to go in with my 100 180 grit nail file to crispy up the sides before going in with my fine carbide bit. I just lightly use a fine carbide bit over an entire nail, carve up a little product from the underneath. Then I'll go straight in with my 240 grit sanding band as well as my needle cleaner bit underneath to take up our natural nails. So you guys will get to see how I completely take up shape, file, and take up the natural nails from underneath. I do have a video here on YouTube of me do freehanding a acrylic application on one of my client's daughter's nails. That's one of the first videos I posted when I first started posting back here on YouTube. So you guys could use that as reference as well. Here I'm doing the same thing, creating a slip layer. Then I went in with my bead of acrylic. I do have a small compacted heater on my nail station that I like to use to help them dry their nail a little bit faster. Because I apply the acrylic so fast, I like to just use that to speed up the drying process. And when I do so, if they do have like a heat spike or tightness, I like to spray their nails down with alcohol just to, prevent it from heating up. And I always tell them not to put their nails directly in front of the heat, like just away a little bit so they could get like a little warmth on their hands. Sometimes their hands are a little bit colder and it slows down the drying process of alcohol. It's not the acrylic, it's just the body temperature that I try to regulate to speed up the drying process. So, and I have a few clients that will come in and their hands are freezing. So I have to make sure to regulate their body temperature to allow the acrylic to polymerize so I don't have any soft acrylic falling off once I'm ready to finish file the nails. Just a little pointer and share a little bit about what I do behind the scenes to make my services a little bit better. Here I'm going in with my fine carbide bit just over the entire nail and the side wall just to make sure it's nice and flush. And then I'll go ahead and shape the free edge of the nail. Once that is done, I'll go in with my 240 grit sanding band. So I'll go ahead and let you guys watch this portion of the video, and I'll be back once we get to filing out the natural nails. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. And if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. The nail world is always evolving. You never know what you may learn from me or what I'll learn from you guys. So if you guys have any pointers for me, please leave them down in the comment section as well. I love to hear them and I'll absolutely give them a try. So here I'm going in with my 180 grit nail file just to make sure everything is nice and smooth and I don't have any excess acrylic on the side wall that could snag. And then I'll go ahead, flip her hand over, and then I'll file the natural nails from up underneath. I am using my bit, my e-file at between 15 to 20,000 RPMs. I find that the faster you go, the less the bit will skip. This client is scared of this process. So I try not to do it in a reverse motion. I only do it going forward just to make her a little bit more comfortable. And then the next thing you could do as well, if you don't want to file up as much as I do, you could just file up just the free edge, like just a smidget at the free edge, and you could top coat underneath the client's nails once you're done. If you're experiencing chipping or separation at the free edge, and tell them not to use the tip of their nails. And this is why I kind of like take off the sides, like give it like a squoval shape versus a crispy square shape. And that works for her. She types a lot too at work. So I know they're going to be rounded by the time she comes back. So giving her a squoval look works for her. Here I'm using my 240 grit sanding band just to make sure I don't have any scratches from using the fine carbide bit. Then once I am done, I'll go ahead and she'll wash and brush around her cuticles, and then we'll go in with a layer of D&D. I'm not sure. I think I used Mastermind, but I'll list it here on the screen for you guys. And I went in with my Jello color, went for a light pink shade, and top her off with Young Nail stain resistant top coat, and the application was done. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any questions, again, leave them in the comment section for me. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you're not already. And to my amazing subscribers, thank you for sticking around with your girl. I hope everyone have an amazing work week or a week ahead. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one.